One of the things that I think is extremely important is to have a good, crisp, clear alphabet strip and to highlight all of the lowercase letters. And the reason I'm saying that is something like 95% of the time, kids need to write and read using lowercase letters. So if I say, oh, look up at the, the turtle because the child heard T but didn't remember visually what it looked like, I will have trained them that most of the time it will be the letter, the T that has the highlighting tape on it. So that's one thing that I think is really important. I think it's critically important that the alphabet strips match from kindergarten to first grade to second grade to resource room. I would even try to get the same alphabet strips into the neighborhood preschools. I think it's also important, if you're going to have more than one alphabet strip in the classroom, I think they need to match. I think it can't be that if a child is sitting over here on Monday and he needs a T, he looks up at the turtle. But if he's sitting over there on Tuesday, he looks up at the tomato. And if he's sitting over here on Wednesday, he looks at the top that's spinning around. For your high flyers, they're not even looking at the alphabet strip. They know it. We need to think about, especially in kindergarten, we need to think about how can we support our most struggling writers to benefit them the most. Okay, so a good alphabet strip is critically important. A good word wall is critically important. Now, in visiting classrooms, I see everything from soup to nuts. The rule of thumb in kindergarten is that we add 1 to 2 words a week. Rule of thumb in first grade, 3 to 5 words a week. But the word wall is for high frequency words only. So that's something that I feel really, really strongly about. Why are they so important? There are 50 high frequency words that make up 50% of what we read and write. 50 words equals 50%. Those are pretty important words. I don't care if a kid can spell hibernate in kindergarten or in first grade. I care that they can spell the high frequency words because that's what's going to propel them as readers and writers. If I ruled the world, I would say that every child in kindergarten and first grade has to wear a clip-on name badge all year. Now, I know their names, of course I know their names, but almost every phonetic element that we have to teach, we're going to find in somebody's name. So, for example, Julia became the helper for the sound at the end of a word. That is a very important sound. It sounds like a U, but it's represented by an A. So she's the helper for that, and she wears this all year from the time that it gets put on there. Here you have the BR blend, the OW diphthong. So I absolutely love doing this kind of thing in the mini lessons. So whatever phonetic element we're teaching, we look for a child who has that in their name. Another thing that we suggest is that you have family words like mother, father, mama, grandma, bubby, nana, all of the family words, because those are words that kids often use in their own writing. Another thing that I would suggest, and these I would say take photographs of your own children. SH, kids going. CH, touching cheek and chin. I like these because there's something to do. TH, thumbs up. Now, for each of these, take pictures of my children in the class that year who have those digraphs in their names, regardless of where it is in their names. And then those digraphs get highlighted. So what we want to do is build the classroom environment based on your children that year, based on their names, based on their interests, and based on what it is that they need for writing and for reading. And it's fun. I want it to be joyful.